heck is a segundo volante? Boy, I look at myself like this. It's amazing how much hair I've lost since I've started playing FM17. There's going to be probably a few fiddling around and glitches and so on and so forth. We just got back from family vacation yesterday. Spent a week away, played Football Manager, have a cloud save going on with Crystal Palace. We won the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup and got absolutely jobbed in the Champions League. So, from a vacation point of view, FM wasn't that great. However, the Putting the Fun in Dysfunctional Family Tour 2021 is officially over, and we are back playing Football Manager. And one of the things I discovered was I took my laptop with me. It's a 1920 by 1080 laptop, and the skin displays stuff so much better. And in looking around, I realized that the issues I was talking about earlier with the Dandy Dot skin weren't with the skin itself. It was with my monitor, because if I look over here, like this is my widescreen. It's a 34-inch widescreen. I love it. I can't get the game to display properly on it, and frankly, displaying it in 1920 by 1080 seems like kind of a waste. So, frankly, I just switched monitors, and I didn't move the camera. So now I'm looking directly at the game and directly at the camera, and it's a little bit disconcerting, to be honest with you. We are currently in first place. After the loss at Argas and the draw at Chiscazoreda, we won at Slatina 1-0 thanks to a Basori Tanu goal in the 30th minute against Gloria Buzau, and a Kosciuszko goal in the 4th minute and a Miovski goal in the 50th minute saw us through on a 2-1 victory. Today we are playing FC Rapid in the Copa Romaniei 4th round game, and then we're playing Mostashtea Ulmu. Probably just going to call them Ulmu for short. Rapid is currently in 8th place. They've played 3, they've won 2, they've lost 1. We are 4-0, and frankly, I would like to keep a good cup run going. The board expects us to reach the 6th round, which seems eminently doable, as all things on paper are, but, as I'm fond of saying, Custer had a plan too, so what I have to avoid doing is looking over here and trying to play the game on OBS, because it's just not going to work that way. And we literally just finished the Buzau game, and we're not ready for the Romani game. So you know what? We'll be back with that in just a bit. Well, this, assuming I've got the registration correct, entirely. In the playing 11, I wonder. There's a 118 player trained by a club in Romania for 3 years in the playing 11. Okay, so there's that. So I think that's got to be this guy right here, who's going to go there. Okay, look. Hey, they're all checked. How much you want to bet that's been there the entire time, and I've completely missed it? It's a very Jellicoe thing to do. So we got Lubjic in goal, Suli, Pavel, Buya, and Onea as the defensive back four, Gassama and Ibrahimovic as the midfielders, Kostachi and Neushetsku as the attacking midfielders, Miovski and Tanu up top as the strikers. Again, we're kind of juggling things back and forth. Panelik, who's probably our best striker, I'm leaving off because I want Ibrahimovic on. Push comes to shove, if Ibrahimovic starts having a bad game, or even Miovski starts having a bad game, I can always do some switching around. The registration rules are definitely something to get your head around in terms of what makes a good squad and what doesn't. Sometimes you have to be willing to be not as good in some areas to be better in others. And with today's game being pretty important, I am okay with that. And frankly, it's not like we have a bad squad. We're not lacking in any one area, really. There's certainly areas I wish we were a little bit stronger in, but this is still a pretty good squad. Don't know what happened there, but Neushetsku ends up with it. Back to Ibrahimovic, to Onea, up to Neushetsku. Tries crossing it in, bounces it off, a Rapid player. Ibrahimovic ends up with the ball. Gassama, Kostachi, back and forth. Gassama feeds Kostachi, or Miovski, who tries crossing it in, but it bounces off a Rapid player. Miovski, knocked away. Can Onea run it down? He can. And the highlight ends. That was a bit of a bummer, but right back, Onea to Tanu on the throw-in. Ibrahimovic, back and forth. Ibrahimovic, across the field to Suli. He crosses it in. Kostachi's there, and he rolls a slow one past the keeper. I think we're going to see what happened in the 3D there a lot better. So Ibrahimovic, long cross, Sully. Looks like the defender got a foot on it, and Kostachi just kind of nudged it in past the keeper. I'm not quite sure why the keeper didn't play that a little better. I'm not complaining. Kostachi sends it in. Miovski's there and off the crossbar. Coming up on halftime, it's been a quiet first half. They've had 3 shots, 2 on target. We've had 4 and 1, but the very not strong goal gives us the 1-0 lead. The fact there haven't been a lot of highlights is a good thing, I think. Good grief, the second half has whizzed by. We're already 60 minutes in. Okay, I can't do that, so I got to take Ibrahimovic or Miovski off. So we're going to bring Demba on for Miovski. We're going to bring Pantelic on for Nietsku. And I think that is all we're going to do at the moment. Kind of still no highlights the second half. We are going to take Onea off and bring on Stalea. Sully to Kostachi. Back to Sully. Pavel. Demba. Oh, tries taking the shot, but it bounces off a Rapid player. It was a nice pass, but they closed down really quickly on him. Plus, he did kind of dwell on the ball. Oh, Satsuki. Desene. Dispossessed, but goes right to Tudor. He drives forward. Pavel knocks it away. Kostachi can't get it. Satsuki. Back to Tudor. Tudor again, the long pass goes right to Pavel. Ibrahimovic back and forth. Demba can't get it. However, it's knocked forward. Demba does get it. 1-on-1 with the keeper and a very nice save. Corner kick for Sully. Knocked away. Can Ibrahimovic get there? He can't. Satsuki just slide tackles it and it goes out of bounds. And that is the game. Well, not exactly the best performance and fairly quiet. They did not have any shots the second half. We had 4, ended up with 9 and 3. A 63% possession really worked in our favor. Just meant we kept the ball away from them. You know, a 1-0 win is a 1-0 win, and that gets us to the next round of the Copa Romanie. Totally mispronouncing that. What we're going to do here is save this real quick. We did get a little bit of money for that win, 4,150 euros. Budget-wise, we're still doing well. We got 3 million in the bank. We're losing a little bit every month, but I think we're going to make that back at the end of the year. Seems come July, there's a disbursement of some sort. 1.13 million. What is that for? That is... It's not TV revenue. Is that player sold? Okay. You know, if that's what we have to do to stay a little bit solvent, I'm okay with that. If we look at the players here, scroll to the right. So, seems like everyone from here. Okay, totally screwed that up. So, Stela is a lone player, but from him on up, those are players whose contracts are ending. Some of these I am going to go through and try and re-sign. Probably someone like Miovski, I won't. I need to find a young Romanian player to take his place. Other players that are a bit on the older side, Gassama, Demba, Suma. Now, Gassama I might keep. I mean, he's 3.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability, plus he counts as a Romanian citizen. So... he'll help us with registration, and and plus he's versatile too. So I mean, there's no reason not to sign him. I'll get that done before December here. It's only October now, but I will make a note to myself to do that. And other players like Badea and that we are definitely going to re-sign. He's having a really good season for us. So, but some of these players like Herrera and Surjan and the players like that, we're just gonna let leave. I'm reasonably sure I can hold a trial and bring in players to replace them on at least a mostly one basis. They're youth players anyways. They don't have a future on the first team as it is. So, and then other players like and Pantelic, Ibrahimovic and Pantelic for sure I will keep, if only because they're a little bit younger and they have higher upsides. So, but them I don't have to worry about because they're here till 2029. So the guys I am worrying about are here, and I just completely spent the last few minutes. So some of these players, it's going to be interesting. Staley's a lone player. If I can bring him back, I'll do that. He's been a bench player so far, but he's been a useful bench player. Other players, some of the youngsters, especially, well, quote-unquote youngsters, Celestianu, Narita, Maitreya, I should probably resign. Players like Popovich, I'm not quite sure about. Because he's 22 years old, he's 2.5 star current ability, 3.5 star potential ability, and the skills I look for, they're just not there. Now, a player like Tano, I'm willing to lose, have a weakness in one area if he's strong in other areas, and he's a good bench player. He has 3 goals and a player that match coming off of the bench 3 times for us. So, I don't know. That's a decision we'll have to come to here sooner or later. I have to make all these decisions probably before December. It's only October right now. So, but definitely for sure, some of the younger players, Maitreya, Narita, Celestianu, we will definitely re-sign. Who do we have next? We have Olnu coming up next. So I saved the game. We got them in 4 days. So you know what? We will be back with that match in just a bit. Well, okay. This is going to be things... Yikes. 9 to 11 months for damaged cruciate ligaments. That is a bit of a bummer. Okay. You know what? Let's see who the assistant recommends here when we get to the squad. Ooh, actually, they just drew the 5th round game. I totally missed it. You know what we're going to do? We're going to skip the Olmu game, and we're going to come back, and we're going to play Stoia Bucharest, who are first in the Romanian First League. Holy cow. They're only worth 12.2 million euros. Let's check them out here real quick. Overview. Facilities. Excellent youth recruitment. Great training facilities. Great youth facilities. Yeah, we're gonna play Olmu offline and come back for the Stoia Bucharest game. I totally missed the draw. That's completely on me, but there's no reason to play Olmu. They're 20th in the league. We shouldn't, knock on wood, have a problem with them. We'll definitely come back for the Stoia Bucharest game. Back with that in just a bit. I don't remember this. The level of discipline's at 20. That's new. Everything else has gone up a little bit. I'd have to pull up one of my old screenshots and take a look. Level of discipline 20. Yeah, I can kind of sort of see that. Well, another team made it known that they were looking at Panelek, so I gave him a contract offer that's going to pay him 2.5 thousand euros a week, which frankly I'm okay with because as you can see in our budget, we've still got 6,500 euros. Well, no, 6,000 euros wiggle room, and plus we got 1.3 million in the transfer. I keep wanting to look over here, and that's not the thing. The other thing that's driving me up a wall is I can see my mouse moving out of the corner of my eye over on OBS, and just, it'll take some getting used to. But, yeah, the match against Olmu went as could be expected. We beat them 4-0. Tanu a goal, Panelek a goal, Miowski a goal, Kostachi a goal. It was an all-around good effort. We had 24 shots, 12 on target. They had 1. And a huge possession advantage for us. We just absolutely played keep away. They played this really defensive formation, and they sat really, really far back. And as you can see, I pressed everything forward. Once it became obvious to me that they were not going to do any sort of attacking whatsoever, I absolutely pressed forward. The only thing that I didn't really catch was my midfielder, my advanced midfielder on the left kept cutting inside, so the few chances they had actually came on this right side. There were a couple times where they lofted the ball long, they had a player come up and get it, and then, 2 kicks later, we took possession back. So, it was just, it was a real boring game, to be honest with you. So, other than the 4 goals we scored, which were very nice, it was a very boring game. We are playing Stoia Bucharest today. They are first in the Romanian First League. They've got a really good squad. They're good. It's, there's a reason they're top of the league. Capino is a very good keeper. Okay, we definitely got our work cut out for us. So, we're getting close to the match here. We got 1 more day left. Now, the board wants to get to the 6th round, but something tells me if we do lose to Stoya in the 5th round, they're not going to be too upset about that. You know, it'd be one of those cases where, like, if we lost to Olu in the 5th round, they'd be upset about that. But we're playing probably the best team in Romania today. You know, our only, well, I'm not going to say our only, hope is that they maybe play a weakened squad, because they're not going to take us seriously. I wouldn't put my money on that in the least. What do we got going on today? Let's see. Lubick and goal. We want Onea, Buia, Badea. Yeah. Minimum 122. The question is, I really do not have a young keeper or a young striker I can play who's got potential. But I've got decent squad. I got decent depth. So, save the game here real quick. And this is just a habit from FM17, FM18. The game had a tendency to crash halfway through. I don't know if it was a matches issue or a graphics card issue. Probably a bit of both. But ever since then, I've been kind of paranoid about such things. Plus, you save every so while. You save every once in a while when something does happen. You don't lose like half a season. The Stoya Bucharesti head coach did say nice things about us. He pegged us to say, or he didn't peg us to stay up this year. He said we have a good chance of staying up this year, which, seeing as how we're currently in first place, is pretty cool. Esposito out to Pantea. Regina gets around the one defender, and he absolutely, it was a nice assist. Lunyov was just sitting right there at the top of the 6-yard box. Easy goal. Nice header. My number 3 did well enough to get back, but then after he was in front of Pate there, it was just, I don't know what he did. Sully out to Kostacci. Tries crossing it in, bounces it off. Alaru gets it for Stoya Bucharesti. He kicks away. Popescu's going to get it before it goes out of bounds. Out to Pantiru. Back to Popescu. He's pretty quick. Kostacci ends up with the ball after the nice slide tackle. Gets by 1. Holds it up. Back to Kasama. Out to Sully all alone. Can he cross it in? He can, but Pantiru is there to knock it away. Onea heads it down to Ibrahimovic. Panelik. It's knocked away, but Dea ends up with the ball. Out to Onea. Tanu. Panelik takes the shot. Capino was right there. It wasn't a good angle. Plus, there wasn't anybody there to help him, so I could see why he took the shot. Sully sends it in. Leonov knocks it away. Miovsky, is he going to get it before it goes out of bounds? He is. Crosses to the center of the field. Badea towards... we're doing a lot of this long pass stuff that's not really our style. Leonov, and Popescu scores with the header. I have one guy, Miovsky, has his back to the play. And my keeper made a valiant effort. I'm saying it's a valiant effort, and totally missed it. Okay. It's not like we haven't had our chances. We've had 4 and 2. Possession's been fairly even. They've got a slight advantage there, but I think their speed and athleticism is really starting to tell. And plus, our guys are just not having a good game. Hart to Pantiru to Nida. Oh, Pantea all alone on the right. Holds it up. Alaru. Nida at the top. Knocked away. Tanu did not come for the ball, so they end up with it again. Pescu, Leonov, and a nice save by Ljubicic. Totally mispronouncing that. Ball's knocked away on the corner kick. And that is half. They've had the better of us statistically. 10 shots, 5 on target. Slight possession advantage. The vast majority of my squad is like on a 6'4", 6'5", 6'6". They haven't played nearly as well as they've been able to. Capino to Herrera, back to Capino. Ibrahimovic gets the ball, loses it. Popescu to Pantiru. Oh, it's dispossessed by Onea. Miovski. Up to Tanu. One-on-one with Kapani. Takes the shot. And a very nice save by the Steaua Bucharest keeper. Capino. I said Kapani. That's not it. Capino, a nice save on the corner kick as well. Onea on the throw into Tanu. Back to Onea. Panelik. Crosses into Kostacci's there, and we get a goal back. That was nice. We've got hit early crosses on. I'm not sure that's the right thing. But then again, we haven't really been flooding the box. We got lucky there, but they outnumbered us at least 6-4. So we'll go a few more minutes and see what happens. It's a little bit past 60 minutes into the game. We're going to bring Steaua on for Onea. We're going to bring Demba on for Miovski. I'm not the hugest fan of that, but... And Ibrahimovic's on a 6-2. So you know what we're going to do? We are going to cancel that. It took me all the way back to that screen. That's not what I wanted to do. Ibrahimovic is having a 6-2 game. That is not good. So we're going to bring on Badanasi to replace him. We are going to get Onea off and bring on Steaua. As much as I want to bring Miovski off, we're going to leave him on. Oh, the other thing I wanted to look at. We're going to work the ball into the box. We're going to go with mixed crosses. Alaru. Oh, Pantiru heads it over the crossbar. Bersha knocked away. Buya to Badanasi. Steaua. Badanasi. Tanu. Badanasi. Gassama. Miovski. Kasesu. Tanu takes the shot just wide left. Oh, it was a good opportunity. Panelik. And I thought he was fouled, but he got by it. No, it's knocked back and forth. Gassama's going to run it down. But Dea, I don't know what the heck he's doing there. That's not exactly how I want him to work it in the box. Suli to Kostacci. Centers in. Tanu's there. We equalize. And I am going to come back down to the balance. Gina was injured for Steaua Bucharest. Nice header by Tanu. A very Matrix-like move for the Steaua Bucharest keeper. Capino. Uh-oh. Corner kick. Lunyov. Oh, jeez. I even went down to balanced. Pantea heads it. And my guy, Suli, just raises a knee and knocks it into his own goal. Are they calling that a Suli goal? No, they're calling it a Pantea goal in the 90th minute. It's not exactly an FM job, but it's about a minute away from being an FM job. And we lose 3-2. They had 20 shots, 10 on target. We had 12 and 9. That was, we made the most of our chances. They had the possession advantage, and frankly, their athleticism and that saw them through. Their attackers were definitely better than ours. So Lunyov, a goal and a pair of assists for player of the match performance. Pantelik had a very good game. Kostacci had a very good game. It was close. We had our chances. I went on the very attacking and we equalized. And I thought, hey, we've equalized. Let's play for the draw. See if we can't tire them out a little bit. Went back to balanced, and they scored in the 50th minute. We got 4,150 euros for losing. So, do the press conference here. Take a look at what's coming up next. Keep glancing over to make sure I've unpaused the video. If I hadn't, that'd be very, very embarrassing. I think what we're going to do is take a little bit of a long break. We're going to come back for the Bucharesti games. We're going to play Steaua Bucharesti and then Metal Globus Bucharesti. And then we'll have a fairly long break. We'll probably come back for Fuxani and Brasov after that. Or we may just come back for the end of the season. Currently, as it stands, we're in first place. The way the rules work, and I think I went over this earlier, but, we'll go over them again, just because I need to go over them again. So Liga 2, top 6 teams go in the championship playoffs. The top 2 teams after that get promoted. Then the 3rd and 4th teams play the 15th and 16th place teams in Liga 1. And then they could possibly get promoted as well. And then you have the relegation group. So I think we are fairly safe for the moment. We're doing really well. We've only lost the one game. 22 points, a plus 14 goal differential. Argus is right on our tails, and Targovisti is also there as well. There's this. No, I'm not going to say it's early enough in the season that there hasn't really been a breakaway yet. I would think if ourselves and Argus and maybe Targovisti keep on this winning streak that we've been on, Argus especially, they've won their last 5 games, we can break away. I think as long as we're in the playoffs at the end of the season, anything can happen. And, anybody who's played FM knows that. So we're going to call it here. I'm not upset about the Steaua Bucuresti performance. I'm really not. They're a good squad. We gave it our all. We equalized with them. Did I make a mistake by going back down to balanced? I don't know. If I'd gone back to defensive, maybe we would have done a little bit better, but I really do that. 9 times out of 10, I just stay on the attack, and it seems to work out well for us. What I could have done maybe was stay in the attack, but drop the lines a little bit further back. But then you're in a whole thing of what if. And no matter what you do in a what if, I'm pretty sure FM finds a way to screw you over. So, can't blame FM for that one. They deserve to win. They played better than us. We had our chances. Technically, from a statistics point of view, we were better than them, but their quality shone through, and they're going on. And the board, let me check this here real quick. Yeah, the board doesn't seem to be too upset. I haven't heard anything. Now, they're expecting us to win promotion. So, if we don't win promotion, then I'll be a little worried. So that said, a good episode. It's nice to be back playing the Journeyman again. I didn't want to do it on vacation and not record. I had fun with my Palace save. But, it's good to be back. So if you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticism, comments. Leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name's FM Jellico, and I thank you for watching.